my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. You already know what it is. 140 for the rebel.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop ball. I die for I let my colors fly, boy. For a nigga take me, they'll drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop head. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did, it really go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they sing about that ribbon like Perry Poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my life feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze, I'm Run West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's my enemy. A little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. UPK bad man, I pen to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man shit. Got the rate, the power, I been a showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that one west up, then I swerve. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's One West practical, gladiator, maximum. Creep on them slow, but that Glock fire rapido. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no cow, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out.
Yeah, we talk.
Are we good?
Yeah, we talk again.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Not on there.
Yeah.
Shalom, Israel. With ISUPK, start off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We start off 1969, where we teach that our people are the greatest people that ever walked this earth. Officer Kazak Shapar, South Carolina, class teaching the Sabbath services. We got a Kazimar as a second. We got Officer Nayar. We're going to teach our people. You know, I didn't title the lesson, but I'm going to say, man, look, if I want to say anything about this, our people are not sighing and crying like we're supposed to.
Right.
We ain't been sighing and crying since we came off that mountain. We're going to get into that. Matter of fact, we should be sighing and crying for all the abominations that we've seen out here, man. Y'all see, we're going to get into that, right?
Right.
So, we about ready over here?
Yeah, we talk.
All right. Maki. Call up the first brother. State your registry.
Nayor, Banya Howard, Banya Shalom.
Nayor, Banya Howard, Banya Shalom.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak.
Okay. Wow. Little wine, a lot of wine.
A lot of yaya.
Right. Grab that Kazimar. Shot. Check other. Hey, Kaz. Gotta check those out. Go check you real quick, okay? The standards, what we do. You know. All right. You sit over there, TJ, right? You can come over here, baby girl. Right there. You good? You good? You good? La Shala.
Laya Shalom.
Scrolls. slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is a shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forward. This time forward, even forevermore.
This is Psalm 83 in Hebrew. Alahayo,
Alahayam,
Adamaya,
Adamaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Atakarash,
Atakarash,
Wa'al Tashakwat,
All,
All, Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awabadika,
Awabadika,
Yama Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Amaka, Yarmawa,
Yarmawa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayata,
Wayata,
Yatasawa,
Natasawa,
Altasapawaya,
Altabawanyaka,
Armawa,
Armawa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakida,
Wanakakadam,
Magawai,
Magawai,
Wala'a,
Wana'a,
Yasakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasharam,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Aya,
Natasawa,
Natasawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Kadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Baria,
Baria,
Yakawafwa,
Yakawawa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa,
Wa,
Yashamai,
Washamai,
Allah,
Da,
Yo,
Yam,
Ma'awaba,
Mawa,
Wahagaria,
Garia,
Gabal,
Ball,
Waimawan,
Wamawan,
Waimalak,
Wamala,
Palashad,
Polisha,
Ayn Yashab,
Adisham,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Gam Ashwar,
Nalawa,
Dalawa,
Amay,
Amai,
Hayawa,
Haliwa,
Zawawai,
Zarawa,
the Bani the Wat,
Banyala Wat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadia,
Madan,
Kasaya,
Kasiya,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kamadia,
Kamani,
Banakal,
Panakal,
Koyash,
Yash,
One,
One,
Nashamadwa,
Hashemawa,
Bayan,
Aya,
Dara,
the Ra,
Hayawa,
Aywa,
Daman,
the Ma,
La Adama,
Ladama,
Shayatawa,
Sayatawa,
Nada,
Da,
Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Kairab,
Kara,
Wakazabah,
the Ba,
Wakazabak,
Ba,
Wakazazal,
Zol,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Call Nasayakamwa,
called the city, Kamwa,
Ashar,
Shah,
Armawa,
Armawa,
the Sharashah,
Sharashah,
Alawa,
Alawa,
Af,
Ah,
the Hawa,
Nahawa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatawa,
Shayatawa,
Kagayakai,
Yadawa, Yadawa,
Kakwash,
Kwash,
the Panya,
Bani,
Rabaka,
Rabaka,
Kaash,
Ash,
the Ba'ira Ira,
Ira, Ira,
Wakalabaha,
Kalaba,
Alahat,
Alaha,
Ahariam,
Ahariam,
Khan, Daradak,
Daradakma,
Basa Irika,
Basa Ira,
Wabasa,
Babasa,
Wabatka,
Babaka,
Dabalaham,
Dabahalam,
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 Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panaham,
Ayham,
Palawan,
Palawan,
Waya,
Ya,
Bakwashwa,
Kwashwa,
Sukkah,
Sunka,
Yamhawa,
Yahaw,
Yabashwa,
Yabash,
Waya,
Ya,
Bahalawa,
Halawa,
Ida Ai,
Ai,
Waya,
Waya,
Kaparwa,
Parwa,
Waya,
Ya,
Abadawa,
Abadawa,
Waya,
Waya,
Dawai,
Dawa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Aita,
Ada,
Sukkah,
Shaka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
the Batka,
Bata,
Ayawan,
Aywan,
Al,
Al,
Call,
Call,
Ha'aratazah.
We said in Hebrew, we said in English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
hold not thy peace.
hold not thy peace.
Be not
Be not
still.
still.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
for lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make atonement.
They that hate thee
They that hate
have lifted up their head.
Lift up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden one.
Consulted against thy people.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them
let
off
us cut them
from being a nation.
From being a
In
nation.
the name of Israel,
In the name of
may
Israel.
be no more that the name of Israel
Let the name of Israel
may be no more remembrance.
no more remember.
For they have consulted
They
together
have consulted
with
together.
one consent.
One sin.
They're confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate.
The tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacle of Edom.
Ishmaelites,
Right.
Moab,
Moab,
Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Oh,
Ammon,
Ammon,
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines.
inhabitants of
They
Tyre.
have
Ashur is also joined with them.
Sure, it's also
They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them as to the Midianites, as to Syria, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, like Zeeb, yea, all the princes of Zabal, and Samuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as to stumble before the wind, as the fire that burneth a wood, as the flame that set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the Most High of all the earth. Sorry. Scrolls down, blow the horn. All right. Yeshabia means to be seated. Yeah, it is. Sister say, it's too loud. It is loud. That's why we're supposed to make a loud sound and blow the trumpet. But we got to here, right? The nation of Israel makes a loud trumpet sound. That's what that is. That's the call to assemble the people, you know? So where we at?
We're at Deuteronomy.
Let's clap it up first of all for class, man. We got people online. Okay, good. Like I said, Yahweh Shema Al-Tah, Bashem Yahweh Shai, all my brothers. Yahweh Shema Al-Tah, Bashem Yahweh Shai, to my sisters. Glad to have Sister Jada here. TJ, right? I can't remember it though. What's your daughter? Huh? Janelle? Jalea. How you doing, Jalea? Glad to have you here. Let's see. What we're gonna read? Where we reading that, man?
Deuteronomy.
Let's go. Instead of reading that, take me to. I was gonna read that, man, but let me see here. Wait a minute. Let me see here. Yeah. What we at? Deuteronomy?
Just Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5.
Okay, wait a minute. 4 and 5. That's where we stopped off.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, go ahead. Go ahead and read that. We'll use that and we'll come back to it.
Sister Labaya, River Officer, not the bar checking.
Good. Clap it up for Sister Right. Clap it up for the chat. Labaya checking in. Glad to have in class. All right. Go ahead. Give me 7 verses. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5 in the Hebrew. Lama Dathaya, it's like Lama Dathaya, Ata, Atakam, Kakwa, it's like Kakwa Yum, Wama, Shapa, Yum, Ka'a, Shehos, Kayashar, Tazah, Wanaya, Yahweh, Yala, Haya, also like Allah, Haya, Allah, Haya,
Just read it straight.
La'ah, Shawa, Khan, Pakwa, Wabba, also like Pakwa, Wab, Haratiza, Ashar, Atham, Ba'ayam, Shema, Lara, Shata, verse 6. Washa, Mara, Sayam, Wa'a, Shaya, Thum,
Kaya, Hawa, Hawa'a, Kaba, I was like Kaka, Mata, Come, Waba, Yana, the Come, La'a, Yanaya, Ha'a, Mayum, Ashar, Yasha, Ma'a, what I was like Yasha, Ma'a, one, I call, Haka, Fayum, Ha'aliyah, also, Ha'ala, wa Amar, wa Rock, Al, Kakam, Wana, Wawan, Haga, Waya, Haga, the Ya, Haga, the Wall, Hazaha, Receive, Kaya, Maya, Gawaya, Kadawal, Ashar, Lawa, Allah, Yum, Alayum, Allah, I was like, Allah Yum, Korah, Bayum, Allah, Yawa, Kaya, oh, Kaya, Kayawa, Allah, Allah, Kaya, Nawa, Bakal, Korah, Anawa, Allah, Allah Yawa, verse 8. Wamar, oh, sorry, Wamaya, Gawaya, Gadawa, Ashar, Lawa, Kakwa, Yum, Wama, Shapa, Tayum, Tazadiya, Kwam, Kakao, Hata, Hata, Waram, that's like it. Hata, Wara, Hazah, Hala'ah, Ashar, Ana, Kaya, Nathan, Lapa, Nayak, that's like Lapa, Nayak, Lapa, Nayak, Lapa, Nayakam, it's like Hayawam, verse 9. What Rock, Hashar, oh sorry, Hashamar, Lak, was Washamar, Napa, Nana, Napa, Shun, oh, Napasha, Ma'ai, Han, the Shah, Ka, also the Shah, Kaka, Dashakak, Ath, Hada, or Hada, Boram, Ashar, Ra'awa, Aya, Nayan, oh, Aya, Nayak, Wapa, Wapan, Yasa, Wa, Mala Baban, or Lala Babak, Call Yamayam, or Yamaya, Kayayak, Waha, Wada, Aitam, Laba, Nayak, Wala, Banaya, Banak, Banayak. Verse 10. Yawam, Ashar, Ima, Dayak. Oh, it's like I'm a dot. Lapaniya, Yahweh, Allah Hayak, Bakar, Bakarab, oh, it's like Bakarab, Ba'amar, Yahweh.
Verse 1.
Verse 10.
Okay, that's okay, go ahead.
Aliyah, Hakwa, Hakwahal, Layah, Ath, Ha'ain, Wa'a, Shama. I was like, Wa'a, Shama, Ain, Ath, Daba, Waya, Ashar, Yala, Mada, One, Laya, Wa'a, Atha, Atiyah, Call, Haya, Mayam, Ashar, Haim, Kayayam, Al, Ha'id, Ma, it was like Ha'id, Maya, Maha, Wa'ath, Banayam, Yala, Mada, One, verse 11.
Last one, right?
Wata, Korwa, Bawan, Wata, Ima, the one, the Kata, Dakata, Hahar, Waha, Hawa, Wahar, but I, Ba'ara, Ba'ash, I, Lab, Hasha, Mayam, Kashan, it's like Kashak, Ainan, Ainan, Wa'a, Wapal.
Let's read up Gazamar, 7 verses. Find out what this is talking about here in the book of Deuteronomy, right?
Right.
5, right? Go ahead.
It's Deuteronomy 4, chapter 4, and verse 5.
Right.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it.
Who's talking here, man, in this case?
Moses.
Moses is doing the talking, right? Because he's been hearing and he's talking to he's been hearing and talking to the people, and he's been listening to their murmurings and hearing about what they've been doing, right? And it says, "I have taught you the statutes and commandments and judgments." What precipitated this? Why Moses want to? why even talk about this? Go to verse. Read verse 1 for me, Carl, real quick. Right.
It's Deuteronomy 4:1. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Lord God of your father.
I'm sorry, start all over again. Go ahead. Verse 1, Deuteronomy 4:1, yeah.
Deuteronomy 4:1.
Right.
Now therefore hearken, O Israel.
That means listen, Israel. Go ahead.
Unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live.
That you may what?
That ye may live.
That you may what?
Live.
And Moses is saying, look, I want you to listen to these statutes, man, these laws and commandments, and these judgments that's going to come behind them, that you may live. Because, back then, Moses was unalive.
Right.
He didn't go do right. 2 or 3 witnesses, look at me, I'm trying to get you to live. Man. Go ahead. And teach yourself and your children, but go ahead, read.
And go and possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers giveth you.
No. Go on to, now go to verse 2, because, verse 2.
Verse 2.
Right.
Ye shall not add unto the
Not
word.
what?
Ye shall not add.
And you see our people are adding to these commandments left and right. Right?
Right.
That you can do what you want to do. You can just go ahead and we're going to get into that a little bit here. They just do, that you should not what?
That you shall not add.
You should not add unto them. And you got even people out there, you talk about even if I did, all I got to do is repent. What does that mean? I mean, we'll bring it out. What it don't mean to repent means to stop doing something. Right. Not to just sit it down for a second, then get back and you're going to be a preacher and you're going to be abominable and be gay and whatever the hell he's doing, and then go out there and say, well, I said it, now my heart clean. That ain't what this is saying. It says stop doing it. You should set yourself down.
Right. And
all right, go ahead. I thought I'd throw that in there. Go ahead. You read verse 2, you shall not what?
You shall not add unto the word which I command you.
Right.
Neither shall it be diminished out from it.
Right.
That ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you.
That's right. This is Moses saying this, man. That's it. And you can go past that. Just go back to 5. Now start reading 5 there again.
It's verse 5.
Right.
Behold, have I taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
Right.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess.
A lot of people don't realize that these laws, statutes, commandments are commands. These is not just sayings. These are command. The Lord is commanding you. Right. It's like if I got a wife and I got children, I'm commanding you to do something because the Lord is commanding me. Right. Read that again. Read this.
Behold, I have taught you judgments, it's like statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
So the Lord, in other words, Moses said, I got them from the Lord.
Right.
So he commanded me. What do you think I'm gonna give to you?
Right.
I ain't gonna say, now please do this. Please do that. So I'm commanding you to do that. You ain't got to be a piss poor leader. Just be a good commander and just say, because it has to happen. And finish reading.
That ye should go, it's like that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess.
Yeah, wherever they go to possess that land, because he wanted to make sure that they didn't get in there and start following after the other nations.
Right.
That's our demise. That's what our people don't have. It's almost like we don't cry inside no more, man. We out here following after other nations. We used to cry, oh Lord, this taskmaster, this what do you call him? Pharaoh is unaliving us every day. Right. You don't even hear that anymore now because they've fallen into, just like in America, we've fallen into their pits and traps and we fit again. And now they don't we're trying to look like them.
Right.
Anybody in the chat got any questions?
Oh, we got two check it in.
Who got it now?
We got Colossians check it in.
All right. Yeah.
And we had young man Rizzo check it in.
Young man Renzo. Let's clap it up for them brothers right there, right? All right. Go ahead.
Like verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
There, keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding.
Your what?
And your understanding.
No, read that again. For this is your what?
For this is your wisdom and your understanding.
And your understanding. To be wise and to understand these laws, statutes, commandments, you're gonna have to listen to what I've said to you. It's sitting here in the Bible.
Right.
You know, that's what it's all about. So in other words, he says, keep therefore and do them.
Right.
You can't just say them. Right. There are a lot of these wicked pastors out here trying to say them. Now we got wicked people amongst us. Go ahead, read.
This is your wisdom and your understanding.
Yeah, we got just Esau out there being the nation, given unto the land, given to the earth. We got wicked people amongst our own people. I think there's a text for that. We'll get to that in a second. Go ahead, read.
In the sight of the nations,
Mm-hmm.
which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation, is a wise and understanding people.
Mm-hmm. In other words, when you hear the 12 tribes of Israel, if you follow his laws, statutes, commandments, then you would hear the wisdom. You will see that they're wise and they're understanding, and all the wisdom is coming from them, right? Read the last part of that and say what? The people in the sight of all the nations, shall do what?
In the sight of all the nations which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
That's why. In other words, how you going to be great and wise and understanding when you ain't even following the commands of the Lord that Moses has given, right?
Right.
All right. Verse 7, go ahead.
Verse 7. For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for?
Read that again. Read that again.
For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we should call upon him for?
No, in other words, our nation is so great, we call on him for all things, man.
Right.
Anything that you need. A lot of people, that's why we have counseling here. And a lot of people understand how the 12 tribes of Israel understanding. That's you have counsel. You got to go to Commander General Yohana, General Mahayaman, and all of the other generals, and even some of the captains to get counsel. That's what you need to understand. And we got a great nation here where you can draw now. God is all things. That's what it's saying, right? All things, right? You need food, you need water. Like if you need water from that rock, go get some water, right?
Right.
All right. Go ahead. Read verse 8.
It's verse 8.
Right.
And what nation is there so? And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law?
That's right.
Which I set before you this day.
Now then, we got all this law. This is Moses reiterating because he saw Aaron and all of these other. You can go ahead and close that, Jacob, if you need to. See that light? You good? Okay, I got you. And what nation? Read that again, verse 8.
And what nation is there so great,
right,
that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you today?
The Lord is trying to say this because see, when we came down from that mountain, when Moses came down from the mountain with all those commandments, get that for me now, y'all. Exodus. Got what I was saying here. I wrote that down. Exodus, was it 20? No. It was about just had it. It was Exodus coming down from the mountain. Moses was coming down from the mountain. Just had it in front of me. Was it? It may have been. I don't know. No, they were dead. They were dancing around the. Remember that song? So y'all should look it up. They were dancing around the. Yeah, that's around the calf. I just had that. I don't know what I did with it. But anyway, when Moses and Aaron was when Moses came down from the mountain, man, he had these commandments in his hand, man. We ain't gonna say how many. We ain't gonna say 10 or was it 600, but he had them. He was dancing around the mountain. I mean, he was coming down there around the mountain, and then but we saw something that he didn't understand. He saw a war in the camp, man. Right. You find that? I think it was Exodus 32, I believe. I think it's Exodus 32. They're coming back to me now. Exodus 32.
You can read it, start at the
You keep what you got, Cos. And you already read for me. Exodus 32. Moses gathered. Now go give me verse. Saw at hot wax. Read. Ooh, man, that's bad. I think it's verse. Yeah, go start with 18. Read that.
Yeah.
This is the setting is Moses coming down from the mountain, man, and he expected the people to be happy to hear about these commandments he's breaking down. Instead, they were like doing something else. Go ahead, read.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, it is not the voice of them that shout for mastery.
They don't shout for somebody for leadership. Go ahead.
Neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome.
What? This ain't the voice. Okay, got it. They don't cry for being overcome. In other words, overcome from what? From being overcome from that Pharaoh. From overcome from being unalive in America by all of these Edomites. Moses didn't hear that. He heard some other kind of noise, right? Matter of fact, read verse 17 there.
Verse 17.
Right.
And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moses, there is a noise of war in the camp.
Joshua was had went up there. Joshua was down waiting for Moses, right? And because no one went up there but Moses, right? Because but you know what? Moses came down. He said the tables. He had the commandments right there with him, man. Graven tables. Man, reads verse 16. Right.
Verse 16.
Right.
And the tables were the work of God.
Hey, the work of God, right? Work for the Most High. Go ahead, read.
And the writing was the writing of God.
Right, writing the Most High. Go ahead, read.
Graven upon the table.
Right. Now go on down to verse 19. Yeah. This is what you listening for. Moses didn't hear the people wanting to succumb to these commandments. He heard another kind of noise. Go ahead, read.
Verse 19. Mm-hmm. And it came to pass as soon as he came nigh up unto the camp,
mm-hmm.
that he saw the calf and the dancing.
People what?
And the dancing.
What were they doing?
The dancing.
They doing electric slide with it. They had the what you call them dancers down there? I don't know, man. I don't know what they be doing down there. But that's the what did you read that again?
And it came to pass as soon as he came nigh unto the camp that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses.
They doing the jig, wasn't it? They doing. I mean, what they wasn't doing? No, this ain't no. Like a lot of people read in these books like they were just doing some sort of. Don't you understand that they were doing the same dances that we do nowadays? Right. Where you think they came from? Right? Where you think they came from? They were getting it on, man. That's right. They were just getting down. Jack, go ahead.
Is this the thing that Aaron made?
This is the calf.
Aaron.
Yeah, keep reading. We'll get to that. Go ahead.
If Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hand.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be doing that, brother. This ain't the time to be, because what they were doing, they were keep reading. He cast the tablets out of his hand. Go ahead.
And break them
the tables, yeah.
And break them beneath the mount.
Right. These is the tables of the stone of the commandments. Go ahead, read.
Verse 20.
Uh-huh.
And he took the calf which they had made and burnt it in the fire.
That's that same calf that they worship now for their economic gain.
Right.
Can't remember the name of that calf. But go ahead. Same one that they use down there, Merrill Lynch, that bullish on America. That same thing, man. Go ahead.
And ground it to powder
Mm-hmm.
and strawed it upon the water
Mm-hmm.
and made the children of Israel drink
I
of it.
never read this before, but that's what they did. They drank this. You drink this thing, man. Drink this gold, because that's what it was, a golden calf. In other words, he made them drink their own God. Read.
And Moses said unto Aaron, what did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them?
Greater sin upon them. Man, good Lord. Go ahead, read.
Verse 22.
Mm.
And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot.
Mm.
Thou knowest the people that they are set on
They
mischief.
set on mischief. Go ahead, read verse 23.
Verse 23.
Right.
For they said unto me, make us God.
That's who's Aaron trying to apologize for what he done. You know, he's sitting up here, you know, make us gods, man. And but that's what I just want to give you an understanding of what and matter of fact, he told him, say, whosoever have gold, break it off. Read verse 24. Go ahead, since you're there. Say
Verse
that.
24.
Go ahead.
And said unto them,
Mhm.
whosoever have any gold,
Yeah.
let them break it off.
They're contributing to this same God. In other words, this is what they were doing, man. Go ahead.
So
This is verse 25. Catch me. Go ahead. Read. I'm sorry. Finish reading.
so they gave it to me. Then I cast it into the fire, and they came out this calf.
Came out this calf. What just came out automatically? He didn't. Aaron didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Moses pretty much pissed off at it. Really. Go ahead.
Verse 25.
Right. Just catch me right here, man.
And when Moses saw that the people were naked,
People were. In other words, they were just about like Adam and Eve were when they were coming out of the garden. They were naked without the information of the Lord, without the commandments of the Lord. In other words, they were about like lack of understanding. Go ahead, read.
and Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
Right. Yeah. Could have been naked. Right. But go ahead, read.
Verse 26.
Right.
Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp
Yeah.
and said, Who is on the Lord's side?
Right.
Let him come unto me.
Let them cry. If you're on the Lord's side and you want to sigh and cry for the abominations all done to Israel, then you need to come up to me. That's what he's basically saying. Because go down to, did you read verse 18? Did you?
Yeah. I can read it. So.
Did you?
Yeah, I read it. Because I can read it again if you want to.
No.
The noise of them singing. Oh, Slaki. No, I didn't. Slaki. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Being overcome by the noise of them singing. Yeah, I got
yeah.
All right, okay. So basically, our people, hard-headed, stiff-necked people, we don't. Give me Deuteronomy 4:10. What you got on that?
Just Deuteronomy 4:10.
Our people are not happy with the fact that we need the Lord, so we got to go find other gods, man. Instead of sighing and crying, go ahead.
Deuteronomy 4:10.
Right.
Especially the day that thou stoodest before the Lord thy God in Horeb, when the Lord said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth.
That's right.
And that they shall teach their children.
They shall what?
Teach their children.
Read that they may learn to fear me and what?
That they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth.
What does it mean, learn to fear? What does it mean to fear the Lord? Anybody in the chat? What does it mean to fear the Lord? Anybody? What does it mean when the Lord say, does he want you to be like if you take he wants you to fear him. What does it mean to fear the Lord? Anybody online there?
This is
Go ahead, Sister Jada. When it says, in other words, read that again so you can get an understanding about what I'm saying here. Because for that they may what?
That they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth.
Mm-hmm. And what else?
And that they may teach their children.
Yeah, go ahead. What does that mean?
So follow the commandments.
Huh?
Abide by the commandments.
Abide by the commandments. To fear the Lord, to be able to bow down and worship him. That's the same thing. It's bound down to, that's what you said, bound down to commandments, right? To fear the Lord is what does it mean to not fear the Lord?
To not follow.
To not follow him. It's really simple as that. To not fear the Lord, you mean you don't have no respect. Right. Fear is another way of saying respect. Anybody there?
We got Brother Roland checking in.
Who?
Brother Roland.
Yeah, Roland. Let's clap it up for these brothers. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah, Baraka. Stop.
We got Brother Officer Kamawan checking in.
For Kamawan.
And then a lot of us said, fear the Lord, keep his commandments.
Keep it clean, just like Sister Jada said. That's right. You fear the Lord, you keep his commandments. Not some of the time, but read that. Read that again. That they may what?
That they may learn to fear
loud
me,
and clear.
That they may learn to fear me all the days that they should live upon the earth.
Right.
And that they may teach their children.
Yeah, all the days, not some of the days, that they may learn to do what?
That they may learn to fear me all the days that they should live upon the earth.
And do what?
And that they may teach their children.
They may teach their children, man.
Right. That's
what you want to do. Why? Why? Because the children are going to do what you do.
Right.
Learn to do what? Why? You teach them. What do you mean teach your children? You mean, in other words, you go get a piece of paper and say, here, do this.
Right.
Is that what they're saying? Nah, man. What is he really saying then? What is he really saying? That they may learn to go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
So they can learn the commandments too, and they can live also.
Yeah, they can learn to do commandments and what?
And live as well.
And live as well, right? And they're gonna do that based off of you, right? Because the dad and the mom is almost like, especially their little infants, they like babies in your sight. They're like being born like they don't know nothing yet. So that's why the Lord said, and read that again for me, God. From the top.
Verse 10.
Yeah, whatever verse you had on there. Read.
Especially the day that thou stoodest before the Lord thy God,
right,
in Horeb, when the Lord said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth.
That's right.
And that they may teach their children.
That's right. That's exactly right. You got to learn to teach your children, man. That's what this is all about. Because I see out here in life, Job 21:19. Hey, give me, because there's a reward for them that don't do that, right? So give me Job 21:19. He's talking about some of the wicked amongst us, man. Job 21:19. You got that now, Yar?
Oh God.
Read that.
Job chapter 21, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewarded him, and he shall know it.
Mm-hmm. In other words, if you keep doing against the Lord, he's going to lay it up for you. He's going to store it up. Right? That's what it says in your children for you. He rewarded. Your reward ain't going to be what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? You are. You're gonna get that reward, and then when you get it, you're gonna know it.
Right.
Right? Finish reading that again. Read that again. God layeth what?
God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewarded him, and he shall know it.
That's right. Read verse 20.
Verse 20. His eyes shall see his destruction.
In other words, as children, we're gonna see the destruction if we keep doing what we're doing, because the Lord is laying it up. You know, he don't want to say, he want to save you. I mean, save you. He don't want to unalive you. Right. Right? He want to keep you from doing that. Right? So his eyes what?
his eyes shall see his destruction,
Right.
and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's what happened to you. Look, in other words, read verse 22.
Verse 22.
Because there are a lot of people say, God can't teach me nothing. Go ahead.
Shall any teach God knowledge?
Who is that? Can anybody answer that? No. That's a rhetorical. You can't teach God knowledge.
Right.
Can any teach God knowledge? Read that again.
Shall any teach God knowledge?
Right. Finish reading.
Seeing he judges those that are high.
He judges those on high. You can't teach God no knowledge, man. Right? But that's what that's what wicked people, man. They think that they, you know, it says let's see. Let me see. Go to where we at? Go to but basically this is talking about the seed established. This is talking about how wicked we can become, man. They sent forth the little one. Read verse 9.
That was in Job.
Job 21:9. I'm sorry. Yes. You Job 21:9. Go ahead.
Job chapter 21, verse 9.
Yeah.
Their houses are safe from fear.
This is what people say, oh man, I got it all. I ain't worried about it. I'm a gated community, man. I ain't worried about nothing. Read.
Neither is the rod of God upon them.
In other words, you know, the rod, they ain't got the power, they ain't got the rod of correction and the power of what they need.
Right.
Read.
Verse 10. Their bull gendereth.
That means he hit the spot. That means he do what he's supposed to. The bull gonna have the calf. Go ahead, read.
Their bull gendereth,
right,
and faileth not.
He gonna fail. He gonna hit. He gonna do what he got to do.
Right.
Right. Go ahead.
Their cow calveth and casteth not her calf.
Right. They're gonna have children. Right.
Right.
Go ahead. Read.
Verse 11. They send forth their little ones like a flock.
Right.
And
go ahead.
And their children dance.
Children what?
And their children dance.
You see them children out there doing they in other words, these people got it made, man. They got big houses, whatever they doing. In other words, they neglecting their children. Right. And go, you see what I'm saying about the chat? Yeah. And their children, they send forth the little ones like flocks. Just, oh no, you know,
right.
And do what I do. But what they do, their children is catching the brunt of this. Brunt? Most of this.
Right.
The brunt of this. Go ahead, read.
Verse 12. They take the timbrel and harp,
right,
and rejoice at the sound of the organ.
Oh, they say go to church. They beat in the church, the tambourine, and everything they want to do, right? Because they sit up here spending their time. Go ahead. They spend their what? Verse 13.
Verse 13. They spend their days in wealth. And in a moment go down to the grave.
In other words, they work to get all of the hard-earned money that they can get, but they're gonna do what? They're gonna go down the grave anyway. Right. Finish reading.
Verse 14.
Right.
Therefore they say unto God,
right,
depart from us.
Depart from us, man. We don't need you, Lord. In other words, I got it. T. Jakes told me what to do. Creflo Dollar told me what to do. Eddie Long said I can just be a prosperity, right? In other words, these people, but they neglecting their children, they neglecting themselves. Read.
For we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
Yeah, we don't want to know you, Lord.
Right.
That's what they're saying. We don't want to know you. But see, here's the thing. Now, this they ain't signing crying, oh Lord, these taskmasters, because they pretty much got it made, man. They got all the grapes they want. They got all the refrigerators they want. They got all the steak they want. Right. They got all the bicycles for their children, gave their children these sexy red videos. And I can't believe what they read some of this stuff. That's what some of the kids got. I mean, am I right or wrong? Right. This is what I see. They got their children leading out in the flocks of getting on stage. I don't believe my eyes. They got their children doing stuff that I just like. Are you kidding me? Where the parents at? Are they monitoring this stuff here? Read this again, man. But they say, verse 14.
Therefore, they say unto God,
Right.
depart from us.
Far from us. You know, we don't need nothing. We a gated community. I got a White House on the left. I got everything I need.
Right.
I don't need nothing else. Read.
For we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
I don't need to know these commandments out here. I can do what I want to read.
Verse 15.
Right.
What is the Almighty that we should serve him?
Who's God that I got to serve him? Huh? Somebody talk to me over here. Who's God that I got to serve him? I ain't got to talk to him. Read.
It's like, and what profit should we have if we pray unto him?
What profit? If I go and pray to him, this is, in other words, this is what they're saying, right? Right? I mean, check. hold on to what you got there, because I want to go back to that verse here. But go listen. Go back up here to what Job is saying here. Go read verse 21 and 1.
Okay.
Here's the scenario. Go ahead.
But Job answered and said,
Right.
Verse 2.
Right.
Hear diligently my speech.
In other words, go ahead.
And let this be your consolation.
That's right. In other words, listen real close. Let this supposed to console you, because this is what you're gonna need. But they think they're gonna hear something else.
Right.
Read.
Verse 3.
Right.
Suffer me that I may speak.
In other words, I know it's hard to listen sometimes. I know hard-headed, stiff-necked people. I know. This is what Job's saying. Go ahead, read.
And after that, I have spoken mock
In
only.
other words, when I finish talking, you want to mock me? That nigga don't know what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. Unalive him. Go ahead, read.
Verse 4.
Right.
As for me, is my complaint to man.
It's rhetorical. As for me, is my complaint to man? That's what he's saying, right? Go ahead, read.
And if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled?
In other words, I know this is what you are anyway. I ain't worried about it. I know what y'all already thinking. I know what y'all. That's what he's basically saying. Read.
Verse 5.
Right.
Mark me.
In other words, put a mark on me. Mark me with a B. In other words, mark me with an N for Negro. Right. No, this is who I am. Go ahead.
And be astonished.
Be astonished, right?
And lay your hand upon your mouth.
Lay your hand to your mouth like this, like, talking about me. That's what this is saying. You're talking to me. In other words, I'm rich. Right. I'm rich. I got the purple robes on or whatever. He talking to read that again. Mark me. Go ahead. Me. In other words, in other words, this is what our people, our wicked people of our people, man, saying, mark me and be astonished. In other words, and lay your hand upon your mouth, like, you know how people do that sometimes. I can't believe this. I can't believe you said this about me. Read.
Verse 6.
Go on to verse 8.
Verse 8. Mm-hmm. Their seed is established in their sight with them, and other offspring before thy eyes. Before their eyes. Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes.
Read.
Verse 9. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them.
In other words, they got what they need. Right. In other words, I'm rich. That's what they're saying basically. But they neglect to raise their own selves and their children. They neglect to hear, like Sister Jada was saying, the commandments, and I think it was Philakazar, keep the commandments of the Lord. They neglect to keep the commandments of the Most High. Read. Go verse 11. Sorry.
Verse 11.
Right.
They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance.
And the result is their children are doing mischief. Right. Any kind of way they want to be. Read.
Verse 12. Right. They take the timbrel and harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ.
The sound of the organ. I mean, they say they can do what they want to do, man, because they got their life involved in the Christian church. They got their life sounded up in the organ playing, and in other words, they got their mind on everything they want to do. Verse 13 sums it up. Read 13.
Verse 13.
Well,
they
tell more about it.
They spend their days in wealth. Right. And in a moment go down to the grave.
They spend their days in wealth, man. They got what they need because they rich. Right. You see, this is what I see, man. We neglect to keep the commandments of the Lord. The same thing that they were doing back in Egypt days, they're doing it nowadays. It's the same exact thing. They neglect to do that. And then the Lord said, go back to what it says. What verse I had you on there?
Verse 10.
What did it say? Something about read that.
Therefore, hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments.
And listen, right?
Which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live.
That's right.
And go, and they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live.
They may learn to fear him, just like the sister said. They may learn to fear. That means respect them, keep them, do what you need to do to follow the Lord's statutes and commandments. If you don't, the result is you're going to destroy yourself, you're going to destroy your family, you're going to destroy your children.
Right.
That's right. Anybody in the chat over there? No. Right. But so what should we be doing, man? We should be. What did you go to do? Where you at? Deuteronomy what?
We will be at 11.
You just read 10?
Right. That's true.
Okay, you did.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha. Verse 11, and said, yeah. Now, give me. This is what you should give me. Ezekiel 9:4. What we should be doing, if you really don't want to, if you're really doing right, you wouldn't wind up like some of our people, man, that don't want to keep the commandments that God had made, that they got the T.D. Jakes effect, right. The Oprah Winfrey effect. You know, they got the I graduated from Harvard effect and all these other, and they even because by the time you get because the rich, most of them people are rich. I mean, you know. But anyway, give me they don't side cry for the abomination done in Israel, man. Give me Ezekiel 9:4.
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4.
Okay.
And the Lord said unto him,
right. What we at?
Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem,
right,
and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men.
What's that mark? What's that mark doing? In other words, what's the mark for our people? A lot of people talk about the mark of the beast. But what's the real mark for the children of Israel? We're going to explain to you what people call the so-called mark of the beast versus the mark that you should be having. Tell me about it. What is it?
It's knowledge.
It's knowledge and keeping the commandments of the Lord, right? Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is your mark. When you see a person keeping the commandments here in a wicked country like America, melting pot here, then you can bet if he's keeping the commandments, if you even see him try, I would say keep the commandments, right? I'll say try. I'll say try, but you know, you don't know what you're really looking at when you see a person, unless you really see. But read that again.
And the Lord said unto him,
right. Verse Ezekiel 9:4. Okay.
Yeah, 9:4. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. Right. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and they cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah. In other words, set a mark. There's that mark. Right. A lot of people be talking to you about the mark. You know, be careful, don't catch the mark of the beast. Yeah, you're right. Get out of Babylon. That mark of the beast is what? Talk to me, Tom. What's the mark of the beast?
That mark of the beast that this is talking about. Well, the mark of the beast.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's talking about all these religions out here.
All these religions.
Everything that we follow from Christianity until these holidays that we celebrate.
That's right.
It's not of our forefathers.
That's right. Who is the beast? The beast implementing all that. So if you follow that beast, then mark him. You part of that mark. Right. That's what all that is. But what mark should we have? And y'all read that again.
And the Lord said unto him,
right,
go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem,
Right.
and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations
Right.
that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, we should be marked. We should be sighing, man, and crying like we're doing now. We're sighing and crying right now.
Right.
Right? If you show up in this class, then you are trying to sigh and cry to Santa. I don't want this world out here, man. When you come into the ISUPK under command of General Yohana, you're saying, man, I'm sighing and crying for all these abominations done out here. Look, this, you know, it's abominable when you got those little children up there. I can't even believe it. Dancing like that on stage, doing some dance. What's the name y'all said I mean, don't be careful what you say. But what I mean, who made the song? Speak up at once. Go ahead. What? What's the name?
That's Sexy Red.
Yo, Sexy Red. And who else made it with him? Was it Drake? See, we worship these people like gods, and these people. I'm just trying to tell you, but they making songs that, and your children getting up there dancing to them. We've given enough evidence right up here. Right. You should be sighing and crying, saying, "I cannot believe what I am seeing." All the years I've grown up, now you're found. I've never really seen anything like that. That's how you know the Most High gonna come back here and wake, and he's waking his children up. He's got to come back here and and save his children. Right. we need that saving, because our poor children out here. I'm talking about the little children too. Our poor children out here catching hell. Right. When they got to go through. Go ahead. You want to say something?
I was agreeing.
Yeah, we catching and you're supposed to be raising your children, but yet you're letting them go to being the goddess Sexy Red, right? She made herself a goddess, right? And the King Drake. Go ahead, talk to me.
This woman posted on Instagram, because you know she's pregnant right now. She posted on Instagram of her going 100 and something miles per hour, 130 miles per hour while she pregnant.
Oh, have mercy.
The women don't care about their child at home.
Right. Go ahead. You sighing and crying right now. Right. You're saying, get off that motorcycle or whatever car you in. See, these people got houses rich, and they live in gated communities, and they don't care about you. You think they crying and sighing for the Lord? They don't care. They put, in other words, you talk to them, they'll put their hand on the mouth just like Job. If I was Job, sit up here talking to you, they'd be doing like this. You ain't talking about me, nigga. In other words, this ain't what you talking about. This ain't me. In other words, okay, right. Feel that way, if that's the way you want to be. So we're gonna, but that's my point. Read that again. In other words, you should be sighing and crying for the abominations done in Israel, right? You know what I'm saying? In other words, go read verse 5.
Verse 5.
Right.
And to the others, he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Mm-hmm. In other words, y'all better be careful up in here, because that's what Ezekiel's saying is going to happen. Go smite. Smite means to unalive. That's smite means the judgment of the Lord, right? Let not the eye spare it, have pity. Read verse 6.
Verse 6.
Right.
Slay utterly, old and young.
Right.
Both maids and little children.
Right.
And women. Right. But come not here, come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
What mark? What's that mark again? What's that mark? What mark are we supposed to have? What's that mark we're supposed to have? Somebody raise a hand. Tell me, what mark should we have? Go ahead, sis.
The mark of the statutes and commandments.
Say it again.
The statutes and commandments.
Keeping the statutes, law, statutes, commandments. Right. That's how you know when a person has a mark. And if they don't keep this law, statutes, commandments, then guess what mark they have? They've got that mark of that beast. Right. They wind up in that Christian church. They got that mark of the beast. They wind up in the military army. They got that mark of the beast.
Swallowed up.
They wind up talking about getting swallowed up. Lord help me. Lord, they got that mark of the beast. All these things right here are abominations, man. You wind up in the voting booth. You got the mark. Because you don't need to be supporting America at all. You need to get away from all of these maladies that's going on out here. Then you should be crying and sighing, man, for the abominations done in Israel, right? Get the real mark, right? So we don't sigh and cry no more, man. We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, right? Yeah. Let's see, where we at now? We're about done here. Right? Where were we at, guys? We finished with the, we're going to read another section here. We're going to pretty much end it because we have to get ready for our something else, you know? Right. Okay. Our people don't sigh and cry out here, but for these abominations done. And that's what the Lord is trying to bring our people back to. We're trying to do that, right? So that's what Moses saw. That's what we're priests and prophets. We see that. And we got any people in the chat over there?
No more comments.
Huh?
There was no more comments.
No comments. Okay. For that, on that note, we're going to close our class, and we'll get ready to have our council. And anybody got any questions? What you got, Julia? Okay. Well, it's good to have you today. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have you today. We got your mother. She's making sure her children and here you ain't under influence of all those other things that's going on out in the world, right? Right, sis? You come bringing your family out. All right.
That's right.
All right. So, all hearts, minds clear to what we got going on. So, here, Kyle, Zamar. Let's get them in order. Let's get ready to end class. Amadyan. Blow that horn one time, Kyle, Zamar. Sis, we ain't ready to start yet. There you go. All right. The scrolls. Now, you ready? Sar wapanya hakuya. The sar means to turn. Wa and panya face. Hakuyam means east. So we say sar wapanya hakuya. Okay? Right. Go ahead.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa.
Sabashabai,
Shemai.
Kodash, Hayah, Shakah, Yahweh, Malafakah, Taba'ah, Adazai, Hayah, Aisha, Baharatazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamai, Nathan, Manawa, Bakan, Call, Yawah, Basalakina, Kabawakina, Basalakina, Kabawakina, Wala'ah, Bidayana, Malasayawa, Abal, Hayashayana, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Nakah, Malakwa, Wahala, Wahatapar, Wahalaya, Abba.
Just put the last two. What you got? Just put the rest of it. Take it here. There you go. What we said in Hebrew. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the
power, the glory, forever. So be it.
So be it. To Psalms 121. The Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. All. Paharia. Bahayat. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ai. Yahweh. Asha. Shemayim. Wahratnasa. Ayatan. Amawat. Galka. Ayalawah. Shamarka. Panah. La'ah. Yalawam. Mala'ah. Yayashah. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayai, Yanka, Hawamah, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarat, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makorai, Yashamar, Aknapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Waba'aka, Ma'aita, Wa'ai, our love.
What we say in Hebrew, we say in English. I lift up mine eyes to the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is a shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Hayam,
Adamayah, Lakah, Abdakarash, Wa'al, Mashakwat, Al, Kayahana, Awabadi, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Ayamaka, Yamawa, Sawada, Wayata, Yatasawa, Altasapawaya, Aramama, Lakawa, Wanakakida, Makawai, Wala'a, Yasakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Yatasawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Baria, Yakawatwa, Alahaya, Adawa, Wayasamai, Allah, Yam, Ma'awaba, Wahagari, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Palashat, Anya Shabi, Tazawar, Gama Sawar, Nalawa, Amai, Ayawa, Zabawai, the Baila Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadi, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kamadi, Banakal, Bayashwa, Nashamadwa, Bayan, the Arab, Hayawa, the Mad, the Adama, Sayatawa, Nada, Yab, Bawa, Kaira, Wakazabak, Wakazal, Manai, called and say Kamwa, Ashar, Arawa, the Sharashah, Nalawa, Nahawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Sayatawa, Kagaya Gaya, Kakwash, the Panya, Rawaka, Kaash, the Ba'ira Ira, Wakalabaha, Talahat, Paharia, Khan, Daradakma, Wabasa, Wabatka, Daba, Halal, Balaa, Paneham, Palawan, Waya, Bakwaswa, Shaka, Yahweh, Yabaswa, Yahweh, Bahalawa, Yaida Ai, Waya, Kapawa, Waya, Abadawa, Waya, Dawai, Kaya, Ata, Shaka, Yahweh, Labaka, Ayawan, Al, Call, Ha'aratasa. When we read the Hebrew, we read the English. Keep not thy silence. Oh Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. Oh Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make it tumble. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against me. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, after the brick of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all the princes at Zabal and at Lamun, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setting the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. Oh Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
Sorry. Prepare to salute the Torah. How about Shem Yahushua Brak Yah?
Yahweh Shadal Shabbat Yah.
How about Shem Yahushua? Does anybody would like to be anointed at this time? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't know that. Go ahead. Now put the scrolls down. Anybody like to be anointed? Okay. Go ahead. Sister, come on up here. Right there. Sister Jada. There we go. What's your name again, sister? Yasaria. Yasaria. Who else is there? And sister Jalea. And CJ. TJ. All right, let's do TJ first. All right, let's do the two children first, would you? Come on up, please. They have to state your name when you teach them. Show them. No, not up there. Down there. I didn't mean that. There you go. Now come up with your brother. Stand beside your brother. Right there. There you go. Okay, good. Yabarak Yahweh. Yahweh. Washamar. Yahweh. Hanywa. Alyaka. Wayakanka. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Hanywa. Alyaka. Wayashamleka. Shalom. Yahweh. Washim. Hawashai. Barak. Rapa'ah. Magan. State your name. Yeah, that's good. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. One more time.
TJ.
All right. That's good. Yeah. Bashem Haushad, the water. Aman. What we said in Hebrew, we said in English, Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name Yahushai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Clap it up for the children. Right? Sister Yasaria, come on up. Okay? Yeah, they can stand up there with you if they can. All right? Just the men behind me, right?
Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Washamarka.
Washamarka.
Ya'ar.
Ya'ar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanywa.
Hanywa.
Alyaka.
Hanywa.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha'ah.
Yasha'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanywa.
Hanywa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Wamishamnaka.
Shalom.
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 Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem.
Bashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah. Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Magun.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bashem Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushua.
The water.
Wow.
Amen.
Amen.
What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Sorry. All right. With all minds, heart clear, man, we're going to salute out our brothers and sisters in class here, right? And then people online there, our brothers and sisters online, right? Go ahead.
Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amadu, Barak,
How about Shabbat? Sir, sis, you face us. Sis, you face us. Yeah, face us. Yeah, like this, right? There you go.
Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amadu, Barak,
Yahweh Shai. You said Yahweh. There you go, sis.
Yahweh Matah,
That's a matah.
class is finished.
No. You turn